Hey guys, so basically, after a bit of research, I found out what is the best thing to do for double XP weekend, uh, and I've ranked it in order of which is the best to the worst. Um, the thing is, I've only done the top 9 because the other ones I can explain why they're not the best methods. So basically, let's get this started. Okay, so summoning. It's it's not that expensive at 100 to 150 GP for 1 to 99, but the time spent collecting plus the XP per hour is going to be absolutely the best. Um, in the past, Jagex have limited summoning XP to 1.1 times instead of the normal 2 times for other skills. So if this is the case, I would suggest you don't do summoning at all. So only if it's 2 times, just like all the other skills. But if it's 1.1 times, don't do it. Scratch that off. Okay, then the second option, the second best option, in my opinion, is prayer, because you'll basically be saving two like 100 mil. So it it costs 250 mil GP from 1 to 99, with and without the double XP. So and the XP rate is very high at around 2 mil GP XP per hour. So it's very fast. So you could get 99 in this XP weekend if you really trained hard. Then the third best option is to go for construction. This is because it's a very expensive skill again at 200 mil GP. The XP rate. I mean, I train construction a lot, and I usually get between 670k per hour. So yeah, you should on the double XP weekend you should be getting 1 to 1.5 mil XP per hour guaranteed because it's such a fast skill. And then so yeah, those are my top 3. Those are the ones I would suggest. Um, then we get onto the less. If you have 99 in those skills, I would suggest you go for the other ones. So basically, in number 4 is crafting, and the reason for this is because the XP rate is much higher than smithing. As you can see, crafting can get you up to 1 mil per hour, whereas smithing can only get you 500k per hour. So for the same price, crafting and smithing both around 100 120 mil, but crafting can offer you double the XP. So yeah, but smithing, I still think it's better than doing something like range chinchompas, for example. The reason for this is because I think range is a fun skill, and therefore um, I would say it's not worth it because if you're having fun versus doing something like smithing or crafting, which is not fun at all. Well, it can be to some people, like Suomi or something, but to me, smithing and crafting are very boring. Range is extremely fun, and that's the reason. I don't know what the cost is because you get random hits, so it's hard to tell what that is. But yeah, I would suggest you don't. I don't know. It's up to you really. Um, and then the next one is fletching. I personally don't think this is worth it because um, the cost from 1 to 99 is 15 mil if you do magic longbows, or 40 mil if you do addy bolts, which is much faster. But the XP rate is pretty good. You can get up to 1 mil if you do addy bolts per hour in the double XP weekend. So 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 if you just want to get that, then that's up to you. But personally, I would pick the other ones. And then next we have cooking. This is absolutely not worth it. You lose only 2 mil GP, And I mean, it's so pointless because cooking is so easy, and compared to the other ones, you lose no money. But the XP and even the XP rate isn't that great at only 500 to 700k per hour. Next we have fire making. Uh, I would suggest that you buy maple logs, um, since they to get 1 to 99 will only cost you 4 mil. If you wanna spend a lot of money, which is very pointless in my opinion, you can spend 65 mil and get double the XP you would for maples um, because you need 50k magics and 100k maples to get 99. So I mean, it's up to you if you want to spend like 1,000 times more, then go for magics. But again, in the double XP weekend, I would not suggest doing fire making. And I mean, this is still in the top. This is still my top 10, right? So there are 26 skills in total. Uh, these are my top 10. So the other skills, I would absolutely not suggest, but that's up to you. I'm just going to talk about them real quickly. So there are the gathering skills. So basically, mining, wood cutting, all the gathering skills. I don't think it's worth it because, like, if you're doing wood cutting, you're doing IVs. Easiest skill in the world. You just sit there and do nothing. And you only get 50k per hour in most of these gathering skills. So like fishing, you just sit there, you're doing nothing, and it's very very easy to do, and you don't get much XP for it. So and you don't spend any money. So you know it's basically a free skill. But if you really hate gathering skills, then I could understand that you want to do that. So it's up to you. And then we have skills like Hunter. I absolutely not suggest doing Hunter. The reason for this is because lots of people are going to want to do Hunter because people hate Hunter. I absolutely hate Hunter. That's why it's my lowest skill at 95. But uh, I mean, you know what I mean. It's like I personally don't think Hunter is worth it because the spots are going to be full and people are going to be doing Hunter. So you're not gonna get the XP that you want. Next is I'm just gonna pair this together. I'm gonna Slayer and melee combat skills, such as attack, strength, defense, and Slayer. Right? I don't think they're worth it because, again, I find them a lot of fun. Well, how I can't really say it's fun, but it's it's better than all the other skills. Let's just say that, okay? So, so I and it's also very slow skill. Slayer is the slowest skill you'll ever have. Well, maybe farming, but you know. Oh, that's another thing. Farming. I would suggest you do farming, because it will only take you 5 minutes, and you're getting double XP. So I mean, 5 minutes for, I don't know, it's about 100 to 150k XP you can potentially get in the double XP weekend for farming in 5 minutes. So I absolutely suggest doing that. The next thing is agility. Now I'm not sure about this, but the horn, right? The Master Penance horn, it doubles your XP. Now, does this double XP weekend make that so it's times 4, or does it make it times 3 so it only multiplies the original XP so it's only times 3? I'm not sure, but still, I think lots of people hate agility. I understand that. So if you want to do agility, I would do it. It would be my number 10 because it's such a bad skill. But again, you don't spend any money, and um, I don't think it's a bad choice, but it's not a good choice either. I mean, yeah. Okay, hey guys. So basically, skills like there are only a few more skills. Rune crafting. I would if RuneSpan wasn't there, I would absolutely suggest you do. Well, I wouldn't suggest it actually because rune crafting sucks. But basically, if because RuneSpan's there, I would absolutely suggest that you do not do rune crafting because it's such an easy skill. I got 99 in 2 weeks, but I was level 80 or something, and I got it in a couple of weeks. It's the easiest skill. All you do, you just sit there and you just wait for XP basically. It's easier than cooking. It's easier than fletching. It's easier than everything because you do nothing. Okay, so that's probably at the bottom of my list. And the last one I'm gonna say is dungeoneering. I know that there are a lot of maxed players that don't have aren't maxed in dungeoneering, so this is probably what they are gonna be doing. But for me, I don't think it's really worth it because dungeoneering already gives amazing XP, and I personally I think it's a fun skill, and I mean I don't. I'm definitely not going to be doing that for double XP weekend because it's an easy skill. I think I quite enjoy it. So I mean, but it's personal preference again. So yeah. And the last thing is magic. Um, I don't know what to say about magic. I have no idea. That was my first 99. I got it. I got it 8 years ago. So I can't remember magic. So up to you. If you want to do that, then go ahead. But if not, again, I'd like to say that summoning is definitely my number one because the time spent getting the charms and the cost of summoning 150 mil, and you get the best XP rate. So I absolutely suggest doing summoning. I'll show you the graph again just uh, to end this video. Anyway, I'd like to thank you for watching my video. If it's not too much trouble, I'd like to ask if you could please like the video if you did enjoy the video. Not many people say that, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, if you want to subscribe, I'm going to be making more videos like related to stuff what people, videos that people want to see. So yeah, thank you for watching and goodbye.